Oh, there you go. I guess we'll be the music.
And this took a wrong turn already.
Boots and cats. Imagine.
Because we love big booty. Never mind. Okay, anyway.
You know, Roger, you don't listen to rap, so those are the Jay-Z uns. You know, that's why you wouldn't understand that. But it's okay. It's okay if you take it sexually. Pause.
Hey, yo.
Kevin,
I'm here to talk about
you got COVID,
Kev?
Nah, I'm doing Jay-Z.
You sure? You sure you're not taking like there's not a doctor right or anywhere near you right now?
Nah, I'm good. I got that Tylenol PM.
My version is just aunt skeet.
You know, like when the doctor put his fingers on your balls and he said cough. Wait, what?
Yo,
all right. Anyway, hi,
what
Hooligans.
is happening?
It's Hooligans High. Oh, fuck. Here's the intro.
Oh, yeah. Right there.
Yo, bro. Hold on. I'm trying to call the council. They're just not answering. Hold on.
All right, we're here, guys. You know, we're your daily dose of shit talk, field talk, and real talk. Privileged to be alive. Here with the brothers, the broskies, the besties, the homies, the brothers for life. Kev and Raj. Talk to me, my boys. How y'all boys doing? How you guys doing? Love you guys.
Love you too, man. Feeling fucking amazing. Roger throwing me with the cough. Fuck you, man.
Full circle.
Like I said, I'm feeling good. Feeling blessed. Due to the fact that I'm working out a lot now and I'm more healthy. But aside from that, yeah. Pushing on.
Good shit. Good shit.
Bro, I wish I could be that same vibe, bro. I wish.
Damn, he's just rubbing all over your face, right, Raj? Pause.
Hey,
whoa, what is rubbing right now? Yo, that's it, council? Yeah. What's going on? We need some order now!
The AYO council has, proceeded, and they will fine me 2 years for that. Okay.
But verbal silence has been put. Anyway, yeah, bro, kind of fucked up my back this week. Been out of commission for like 2 days, bro, and it kind of sucks. I'm kind of better now. It's pretty cool, but yeah.
Oh yeah, Roger was talking to us about this off mic yesterday when we were supposed to pod. But Roger was saying about his back arching, and that was crazy. It's just been a wild AYO past 2 days.
Whoa.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Kev. You know what I'm talking about. No.
I do not know what you're talking about, bro. What are you talking about?
Other people's bands? I don't know. I'm blowing up your shit.
Oh man,
that's just racist, bro. It's because I'm the Cuban here. Anyway,
yes, because Cubans are being are.
No, don't even try. Don't even try.
Never mind. This podcast has gone off the rails.
Now it's gone off the rails? I thought we
No. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna say it. So you think people are gonna be racist towards Cubans, or is it the other way around? All right.
Rude.
I'm just talking about Miami Cubans. I love Miami Cubans. But we all know y'all voted for Trump.
We're used to dictatorship. We're just used to being controlled, I guess.
Bam.
I got that real quick.
He brought me here. I don't know, bro. I'm just in the darkness. I'm trying to defend.
R.I.P. Fidel? I don't know. Question mark?
Nah. Definitely no R.I.P. Definitely no R.I.P.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right, what we're starting with, boys. All right, let's just say it. It's Kanye. It's Kanye. Kanye's back. We're tired of it. We're tired of hearing it. We're completely exhausted on Kanye, but somebody introduce what he has done. Somebody fill the audience in.
All right, well,
what's happening?
I mean, as far as I know, but look, what hasn't he done at this point, bro? He might as well just put himself in like a serial killer's shoes at this point, bro, because he might as well be killing out the media right now. He's lost all of his deals, as far as I know. The only one he's able to keep right now is Spotify. Apparently, they can't do nothing to him on it because it does not violate any of his contracts with them. he hasn't done anything within his music that is promoting anything of his recent actions. So he's still making money out there. He's not a billionaire no more, but he's somewhere around a 400 million to like 500 million, like, you know, artist out there. So
yeah, and some of the facts are that I think he did donate. I just want to say this because, you know, we probably said it wrong.
I had a misconception. Last time.
Yeah, including George Floyd. It was a $2 million donation to a foundation where they supported Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, and it was including George Floyd. So RIP to those people. They died tragic, horrible deaths that could have been completely avoided, and people should definitely be held accountable for that. And, you know, blessings and best wishes and prayers out to their families and friends. Family and friends. Yeah. So anyway, back to Kanye.
I mean, other than that, I mean, like, what else? Kim Kardashian apparently finally spoke out on like her feelings towards this entire thing. Long story short on that, she kind of saw this coming. Apparently she saw little insights on little like tidbits that he's been kind of losing the rails a little bit. And what else, Jay? I don't know what else off the top of my head anymore. Like, I feel like we've said everything at this point.
Yeah. Well, all right. Okay, I'm on Kanye's Twitter right now, right? And Drake called him an op in his recent album, and Kanye was like, "Enough already. I didn't give this man his flowers multiple times. Let's really see who are the real ops in this music game. Imagine all the rappers on the same side and everyone cleaning up each other's contract. It's kingdom time. Love Drake. Love speech." And so yeah, then he went on a whole rampage. This was 4 days ago. He went on a whole rampage about he started exposing all the people and connecting the dots with everybody who's you know, he's on this whole conspiracy bit that you know, everybody's against black people and profiting off of them and fucking them over in their contracts. And he's conspiring that it's all these people conspiring together, and they all have connections. And he's just, I don't know, you know, I'm conflicted with this, right? Because one, I'm tired of talking about Kanye. Two, sometimes your mind tries to see pieces that aren't there. And three, like, I'm conflicted because sometimes the pieces are there for a reason, right? And sometimes these things are not coincidence. And Kanye is someone who has gotten to such a high level that it, like I said, it conflicts me, right? Because I'm like, all right, he's at a level that none of us have experienced yet. So we're talking about something that we don't know about, because he's just gotten to such a high level. He's able to see other things. He's exposed to more things that are going on within the industry and the behind the scenes of it, and who knows who, and you know, and how things actually work the higher up you go. So that's why I'm conflicted with that, because sometimes I want to believe him, but then I think he's exposing people for himself, you know, for it to benefit himself, but shaping it like it's for everybody else. You feel me? And, you know, Kanye doesn't do radical things like this unless it actually benefits him in the long run. You feel me? So that's why it's so confusing. And I think I'm done talking about Kanye. He's just a confusing person, a radical artist. And like I said last pod, you know, he's just taking whatever methods he needs. This is like the world is becoming his Yeezus album. Right, he's just completely just throwing shit at the canvas and seeing what sticks. Other than that, you know, we're tired of it. He also tweeted that he's taking like a 30-day fast and not talking and shit. So hopefully, like, that's able to clear his mind and he could come with more concise opinions and more and phrase things in a more understandable way and start holding the people he wants to hold accountable. You feel me? Like, whoever he wants to hold accountable, like let him know, but he can't single out a whole race just because, they happen to be working together in this industry and profiting off of him and making him feel some sort of way. He's entitled to feel however he wants to feel, but he has to be responsible in what he says and how he says and how he delivers his message. That's what I got to say on that.
Yeah, I hope with his 30-day hiatus of talking, he does a lot of reflection. And I also hope that, he also shows signs that he is already taking a little bit of responsibility of what he says on that apology. Talking about, like, he was just saying what he sees, and then based off that, it becomes a radical statement. He wasn't aware of it. And he also said that he used being the richest black man in the world as a shield off his mental health. So, if he does a lot of reflection here over these 30 days, we hopefully could see another side of him. And honestly, like, I'm tired of talking about him, but at the same time, I just wish him the best at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Raj?
Speaking of outliers, bro.
Nah, bro, I got nothing else to say to this, bro. Like, I already told you, obviously off the side, I'm going to announce it.
You're cutting in and out. Hold on. You're cutting in and out, right?
Yeah, he is cutting in and out.
Am I good?
Now you're good.
Now, yeah, we hear you. Yeah.
Okay, so I already told you off the side of the pod. I'm going to say it here because, for everyone else to hear. I'm sick of it. Like, this is just, I feel like some kind of, like you said, it's an artist thing, I guess. He's trying to play the world and trying to get his views and just maybe coming back in a very radical way. And I feel like he's just so big in his position, he feels like he can do whatever the fuck he wants, as far as I'm concerned, just from what it looks like from down below.
Quick pod topic, right? We just stumbled upon this. Tell me how you guys feel about this. Let's entertain the idea for 2 minutes apiece, not too long. Let's entertain the idea that what he's connecting in the pieces that he's putting together, what if he's right? Not about the whole Jewish thing, but the whole people in the industry that work in conjunction to, like, think about all the people that Kardashians have dated. Like, think of how they all turned out, those who stayed long term. Those who stayed short term, ended up very well, but those who stay long term seem to have this sort of like the Kardashians or like, what do you guys think about that? What if he's like, right, he's on to something? I'm not trying to say, like, let me be responsible with this. I'm not trying to say anything about the Jewish community, but what if he's on to something? Onto like higher elites?
Personally, I want to feed into the idea just for the fact that he said something that, made me really do in the sense of, let me sit there and think about the fact that he said Prince and MJ both took in prescribed drugs from their doctors, and look what they ended up. And he said along the lines of saying, I didn't take my prescription drugs, and I'm able to talk to you guys right here and now because of that. So, it really does entertain that idea in a sense.
Right. Okay. I mean, yeah, I kind of agree with Kevin on that one. That's that was kind of something that had me thinking. Because, like, let's be real. The medical business is very corrupt as it is. And you know what? There's a lot of shady shit that happens in the background of that, too. I mean, just from hearing from a lot of friends of mine that are nurses, doctors, and a lot of, like, physicians as a whole. I mean, everyone's in there for just the money. It doesn't matter what they got to prescribe people half the time. There's like maybe 30% of those doctors that are actually there to like kind of help you out.
Yeah, and it's called practicing medicine, right? Because it's a constant practice. You learn things, and then you take a professional approach, and then you do your best professional work. It's never something that's completely set in stone because, like I said, it's a practice. So, but it's quite coincidental that it's quite a coincidence, that when these musicians, Michael and Prince, passed away, they were also owners of a lot of rights and masters to music. And Michael Jackson not only had his catalog, but I don't know if you guys knew this, but he also had the Beatles catalog as well.
Yep.
So that's a wild IP, to have. And Prince owned a lot of his own music, leave a lot in ownership and masters and all these things. And you're telling me Prince just ended up taking a lot of drugs and ended up dying? Could be, but it's like quite
That's
a coincidence.
Narrative they're painting.
Yep, it's like think about where Drake and Kendrick will be, 20 years from now when people start getting radical. Like right now they're hot and they're they stay away from the limelight. They stay low key, but Kanye's in a different position. He's in a Michael and Prince position. So a lot of shit you got to take it with a grain of salt, but you also that's why I'm open to public discourse. Because you could interpret things in your own way and do what you will with that information. But as long as you're taking it with a grain of salt and absorbing these things responsibly, just like everything else in life. But that was it. I like your guys' takes on it. I can appreciate that. But
wow, that's a pretty laser pointer in my room.
Hold on. Oh shit!
FBI, open up!
We've been found out, boys. Move!
Ah, fuck! I don't want to move on. Like that's such a funny place, but I don't want to move on. And I actually want to take this time because I know you guys are not big into hip hop music, but I know you guys could understand when there's a tragedy happening and especially with artists that you're a fan of or you're fond of, and they have a place in your memory, like time stamped into the past because of their music, right? So I want to take this moment to say my condolences to TakeOff, 1/3 of the Migos. Rest in peace. It's such a heavy burden because one thing about me, guys, is I used to rap, I used to make music, and being involved and being in the hip hop, like soaking up all the hip hop I possibly could to find little bits and pieces of everybody where I could take from. TakeOff was one of those people that, like, when you heard his flow, when you heard his lyrics, like you get the scrunched up, disgusted face. You feel me? You're like, oh my God, this guy is going in, like his cadence, his voice, like the tone of voice. And it's a heavy loss, especially because, my prayers goes out to Quavo. He was there present and like he had to live through that trauma. So, and then also and then quite the opposite on Offset's and the other 1/3 of the Migos. If the Migos even didn't, yeah. So Offset, like, he was not present, and they were like in a separated situation because Quavo and TakeOff had created their own group, their own duo group. So and they had and the Migos weren't the Migos anymore. There was a situation with Offset, so Offset away from TakeOff. So that's also it's a contrasting situation, but it could weigh, the burden could weigh the same, right? It could be a heavy burden on both ends because one had to go through the trauma and the other one was in the middle of a family feud and didn't spend his last moments with him. You feel me?
Yeah, so imagine carrying that burden on a daily and thinking that I can't even make peace with you. I can't even talk to you.
Yeah.
There's so much going through his mind right now. And
exactly.
Really, I hope it doesn't affect him as much as it would affect the other people.
Yeah, man. And so, I just want to take this moment, send my prayers and condolences to all his family, friends, and the fans, of course, and people that loved him and wished him the best. And it's gonna be you know what? This is a side tangent. I'm gonna go on a side tangent because it's just been hard as this was my dream at some point, and I saw myself in those shoes, and then to become fans of these gentlemen, and then you have this delusional side where you fantasize like, oh man, one day I could be smoking weed and being in the studio and having such a good time with these gentlemen, right? That we make music, that we make something happen, and then over time you just see like, rest in peace from Mac Miller, XXS Tentacion, to like Pop Smoke, to
Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD, to oh my, like all these people, Nipsey Hussle, bro, like it was been such a, like, I became fans of a lot of these people. Kev, you were there for a lot of this, like the XXX, Juice WRLD, like, how much I used to play Lucid Dreams, bro, like, and then I got onto Nipsey Hussle, bro, and then all of a sudden, like, and then Pop Smoke, and I become fans of these guys, and I'm like, damn, bro, like, I can't wait till his next project, and then I can't wait to see him in 5 years. Oh, damn, what kind of artist he's going to develop into, and then it's constant tragedy after tragedy after tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. Just all these guys like taken away, and then it's like kind of perplexed. It leaves you kind of like in a confused, like it's like, am I selfish for thinking that I'm never going to listen to anything new from this guy, but like and like the type of person this could have been. And Biggie and Tupac, like it all started with them, and then it's just proceeded to get worse as more get popular, more Biggie and Tupac situations are happening. So yeah, that's my side tangent. Rest in peace to TakeOff. Rest in peace to all the rappers I just mentioned, and let's love each other, take care of each other, hold each other, because we only have a few moments in this life, and you don't want to waste them just being angry, being full of tension, full of hate. Let's spread love in this world like it's pollen. All right, so rest in peace. All right, guys. So Logan Paul was in, what was that? Was that a WrestleMania that he was at, guys?
No, I think it was just
an
Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw kind of thing. Like it was just a random like week of the night, dude.
It was WWE's Crown Jewel. That's what it was.
Yeah,
it was an event. It was an event. So Logan Paul was fighting Roman Reigns, or he was gonna go against Roman Reigns in the fucking WWE Crown Jewel, right? And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I only saw highlights. I wasn't able to catch the actual event, but from the highlights, I have to say Logan Paul he's got my respect. Like he's definitely in a different place right now athletically. Well, not right now because unfortunately he got injured, but like he's just different right now. It's like he was completely made for this though. All the athletic moves that he was doing, the timing, just the way he sold the event, the back and forth between Roman Reigns, the fucking creativity to take a phone and film yourself and film yourself, like, and what he says, like, Roman, you're about to go viral, like that is just like on like greatness on another level. Like he's very in tune with what he wants to do in his life, and that's you can only respect that, But then,
yeah, of course.
But then, a few hours later, right? I think he has like a torn MCL. Like he has he teared his MCL, ACL, and he got a teared meniscus, bro. Like that's a fucked up knee. Yeah, torn meniscus, MCL, and potentially ACL. Oof, bro, I tore my meniscus,
he won't
bro.
be able to move like that anymore. You have?
Damn.
How does that feel like, man?
Damn, that's morbid. That's that's fucking painful. I'm not gonna lie. So, and that's just one of them, bro. And so that was like halfway through the event. For him to fucking like continue that and push through that pain and still put on that show, man, you got to clap it up for this guy, bro. I'm not like, wow, bro. Like I don't think you guys do you guys understand the magnitude? Like, bro, like,
the pain that he has to go through, just to push yourself through that. Yeah, no, I completely understand. But one thing that I'm thinking about as you're speaking is adrenaline, man. That adrenaline kicks in, bro. You do not feel pain at all.
I agree.
You're just moving.
I agree. That's what I was thinking as well. That's what just kept him going. So
I mean, shoot. Just when I was a kid, I would get adrenaline pretending that I was, doing all these moves to be actually in the ring, in front of the stage,
and doing the actual
everyone
moves.
Looking at you, and exactly doing the actual moves, recording yourself. Like, this man must have been having like a full euphoric experience, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's also it too. Raj, did you see the event, or you saw highlights, right? Like as well.
Yeah, just like you, I saw highlights. And you know who it reminded me of, Kev? And it's funny because we mentioned it slightly off the side, off the pod. Rey Mysterio, bro. You look like Rey Mysterio out there, fucking jumping all over the place, bro, and just diving off of everything, dodging everything with just like leaps of joy. He was wild, bro. Honestly, I give it to him.
Yeah,
I give it to him, bro. He was mad nimble for such a big guy of his stature.
Yeah.
Forget about it. See, my thing is, I was expecting him to be like a truck, like kind of like how John Cena level kind of like thing, where like he would just kind of like go into choke slamming, constantly like shoulder bashing, like that kind of consistency. But no, this boy literally became a fly boy in that ring, and that was so entertaining to watch. And watching Roman Reigns just struggle so much to even get a hold on him for long enough. But that ending was wild on him. Like that almost like what 4 pullouts I think he had?
Yeah. No. Oh yeah, bro. And I gotta let the audience know, my bad, Raj, that also at the end, Roman's boys came and fought the two his co-hosts, his best friends, his co-hosts in the podcast. His best friends, Mike Malak and George Janko, like they got pulled out when they were trying to defend Logan or whatever. They were made part of the event, and then Jake Paul came out. Did you see the highlight where Jake Paul came out, Raj?
Nah,
bro, I actually missed that.
Oh what shit! No, you guys didn't see that. No, Jake Paul came out,
no.
and then he had to, it's wrestling, so he faked the right hand to both of those guys, and like knocked them out, quote unquote, after they had kicked and knocked out the co-host, Logan Paul's co-host and shit. So then it turned into a whole rumble, and then I think Logan Paul ended up losing the fight. But
yeah, he got what was that? I believe he tapped. I think he got tapped out at what, the 6th submission. I think before he actually like fully gave up, or like kind of tired out. So he put up a good fight, bro. Honestly, it was very, very entertaining to watch. Especially, dude, it was like nearly like what, 20-ish minutes, 30 minutes of highlights almost.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, he was going crazy. But this moves on to our next subject, because now that he has a torn knee, like basically just the whole knee's torn.
It's non-existent.
It's
that snapped and it's gone.
Yeah, bro. It's dust now. Basically, now that he has that, and now he's in physical therapy and all that shit. I don't think, I'm like almost 100% sure he's not going to be in the January card where he's going to be fighting with he was going to co-main event it with KSI, but I don't think that's going to happen anymore. Like, how far away is January? Like, it's already around the corner. 2 months, right? Yeah.
Two and a half months, because we're only halfway through.
Yeah, he's definitely out for that. He's definitely not going to be boxing. So he's not going to be there for that. And now it puts away our thoughts about him fighting Andrew fucking Tate.
Which I personally wanted to see, man. I wanted to see that shit.
Fuck.
So, guys, you know what I actually heard about that? Logan Paul was on a podcast with some people. I didn't happen to catch the name of it, but
It was Sean O'Malley and Sugar. It was Sugar Sean O'Malley's podcast with one of his friends.
okay. So all right. So you knew Jay what I'm talking about then. All right. So he mentioned on that podcast that he's I already reached out to Tate's manager, and from there, apparently, they're trying to avoid the fight because Logan Paul has pitched to have a free fight with him, a free fight, and he'll do it, and that's it, and he'll do whatever he has to. He has to pay him whatever the means. He threw out every possible challenge, whatever circumstance he wanted: kickboxing, boxing, MMA, UFC, anything he could possibly have thought of. He's apparently pitched to him. And apparently Andrew's playing some mind games or something. He wants to talk on WhatsApp. They need to see some more evidence, some more like commitment. He needs some pre-fights. Like, I don't know. It sounded like from what Logan Paul was pitching, I don't know, bro. Apparently he's trying to bail on it or not trying to do it at all. Apparently it's not worth his time.
Yeah. So then Logan Paul in the podcast, he offered to fight Andrew Tate. I was gonna say Andrew Tate. He was gonna fight Andrew. He proposed to fight Andrew Tate in the cage, right? To fight in MMA, right? So then I think Andrew Tate responded back. He responded back in tweets, I believe, and he responded back saying like, "Hey, yes, I'll fight you. I'll take you in any combat sport." And he accepted the fight basically. And then so now this should happen. So I think they should fight MMA. I think they should it should be 3 MMA rounds. I don't think they should go to wrestling, then kickboxing, and then boxing. I think. Because that's what was proposed on that podcast, Raj. Because I actually watched.
They said that was the most entertaining.
Driving.
They said that was the most entertaining thought is what they wanted. Because
Yeah.
they thought that would be the most entertaining thing to happen between them. But I agree. 3 rounds MMA. They use the arts that they know, and then they just go at it and see who wins off of kickboxing or boxing. Done.
Yep. And Logan Paul has wrestling on him. And Tate has kickboxing, so he could use his legs and his hands. Andrew Tate, but Logan Paul knows takedowns, and he could also strike. You feel me? Because he's a boxer. So it'll be for an entertaining fight. Unfortunately, now we don't even know if Logan Paul is even going to return to any sport, just because that's such a horrible injury. But with the money and the access to resources that he has, he'll probably be most likely all right. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's
6
just
months from now, we should be
January.
seeing an announcement from him.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, bro.
But,
three tears in the knee.
Andrew Tate's not getting any younger, man. Andrew Tate's not getting any younger, and he also has the damaged retina, I think, on his right eye, or one of his eyes. I think is his right eye. Yeah. So, hey, it is what it is. It'd be for an entertaining fight. And speaking of entertaining fights, right? Jake Paul and Tommy Fury, that's the one I think we all want to see. I think that will cement Jake as a true boxer if he's able to fight Tommy Fury. But you guys, tell like the listeners what's going on with them. Excuse me.
So
Kev?
Tommy's response was basically he doesn't take Jake nor KSI serious because I feel like he's a professional. He's been with people in the circle that's in the game, so he understands. But at the same time, we see Jake, who's fought veterans with high battle IQ. So, it kind of shows like he also has experience as well. Personally, I would like to see Tommy beat up Jake, but I can't deny Jake's Jake's work ethic and his hustle. Like, the man is really dedicated to the sport. He does move like a traditional boxer who is learning the ropes, and you can't take that away from him.
Yeah, no, facts. Yeah, and I think there was also something between them two. Oh yeah, Jake Paul said, "Hey, I'm willing to fight Tommy, but as long as Tommy takes over the promotion and this takes over all the things, because he spent too much money on the last fight and it never panned out." And I don't know, man. This would be an entertaining fight. If Jake Paul wins, it'll cement him as an actual boxer and separate him from influencer boxing completely, because he'd be the first one to fight an actual known boxer with an actual known name, with an actual known record, who has a legacy as being the younger brother of who has a legacy of being the younger brother of the fucking heavyweight champion of the world, probably arguably the one of the best heavyweights of all time. Feel me? Fucking Tyson Fury. So there's that, legacy. There's that, training partner. There's that experience that he has firsthand. Feel me? Secondhand. And he's able to access it at any given moment. So that's an advantage to it in itself. Feel me? And, but it's more who's taking the bigger risk is the question, right, guys? Because in my opinion, Jake Paul fighting a boxer is not a risk at all. It's a win-win situation, because one, you finally stepped up to a boxer. So if you lose, people expected that, right? But Tommy Fury has more to lose because of the Fury last name, because he's a boxer, and because he'd be the first one fighting the YouTuber. You feel me? So Tommy never been Tommy's never been a main event fight. 2, so he's never been under those lights, right? And 2, he's walking in with all that pressure, and then the lights are gonna add a lot more pressure. You feel me? Being in that stadium, being the main event. You feel me? Like, all this shit is gonna be pressure, and fighting with pressure could give you like an adrenaline like dump, you feel me, and then fucking leave you unenergetic, and at any given moment Jake Paul could strike you. You feel me? And we already know that right hand is deadly. You feel me? Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You feel me? Like, that right hand is deadly. People got to watch out for it. And if you go in not respecting Jake Paul will capitalize on you not respecting it. And that's what I fear, because another opponent that Jake Paul is also looking at, 2 possible opponents would be Conor McGregor or Nate Diaz, right? And I'm just tired. Like, at least these are more active people, but I'm just tired of him fucking fighting MMA fighters. But at least I'd respect it. It's like the level, you have no other option than to respect Jake Paul. You feel me? Because now he's not beating up any veterans, he's beating up active people. You feel me? Yeah. They're still MMA fighters, but these are active fighters. So,
to be honest, you saying him versus Conor McGregor would be a very entertaining fight, due to the fact that Conor has stepped into the boxing world, so he would come in familiar territory, not in unknown like he was against Floyd.
That is true. Damn, Kev, you make a good point, because he did fight Mayweather, and he did pretty well.
Yep. So,
you got a point.
To have someone that was your brother, which was, Logan fighting Floyd, and, we saw how that match went out. So I could see how Jake could, as somebody in the stands, just watching the fight, could analyze Floyd, and then he could also analyze Conor, be like, okay, I could see how Floyd was able to win against Conor. Let me see what I can do to mimic that going against Conor, if that becomes the case.
Yeah, or maybe not mimic it, but maybe do find the holes in that.
Attack the strong points,
capitalize. Exactly. Yeah, I feel you. What do you think, broski?
Some Hajime no Ippo shit out here right now. That's what's going on.
Yeah, for real.
Not for real, bro.
Find out weaknesses, brothers going into rings to find shit. Yo, you guys are bringing it down to a whole science. My basic ass here is just thinking about, okay, so he's going to fight a big MMA fighter. The only thing I've been thinking about, Jay, was what you said. This boy literally is asking for the world from this boxer, from this MMA fighter. He wants him to literally kind of dish out his own cash just so he can get fame.
Tommy Fury is a boxer, Raj. Just letting you know.
So he is a boxer. Okay, so no, I was right. I thought I was wrong. I don't know. I don't know why I said myself.
My bad. I mixed you up with Connor. My bad.
Okay, so, yeah, I mean, I just think I just agree with that whole aspect. He's got so much to lose. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like if you're going to be the challenger, either 50-50 or all in, bro, to like try to like, you know, dish out what you got to do. Don't make excuses that you got to be like, yo, bro, like I dished out a lot, you know, then you wait to the point you can make money for it and then you go. And that's it.
Yeah, dead ass. But hey, man, I think Tommy Fury would be the fight to fight, and I think Tommy Fury would actually be a step like down from Nate Diaz and especially Conor McGregor. I think if he fights one of them in the next 2 years, I think Jake would be, you know, in for a run for his money. You feel me? But like, I think eventually Jake would win. Like, Jake's too young, has too good of a team around him that like I think he's just gonna fuck up any MMA fighter. But Tommy Fury is a different story. You feel me? If Tommy Fury can just if he finds a way through the pressure and knows how to handle it, bro. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting fight. Even though Tommy Fury is a boxer, like I've seen his fights, he fights very wide, and Jake could capitalize on the body on him and shit. But you know, like, you know, styles makes fights. You feel me? And you know that's it on that, because I don't know, man. I think Jake Paul's gonna fuck all these people up, and I don't think anybody's gonna like really beat him unless he actually fights like a real boxer in his weight, in like his age range, and actually goes for like the world championship and shit. Like, that's when I think, like, you know, whatever, but you know, that's when I think his true skills will show, because any boxer in his weight and his age range goes up there and has like a really good record will probably like fuck him up. You feel me? But, you know, respect to him. He's putting in the work. He's building himself up. You know, a lot of boxers in their first like 10 fights, they fight bums. So respect to him for not fighting any bums. You know, but speaking of bums, no, I'm kidding. This has nothing to do with bums, but Henry Cavill is back. Cavill? Henry Superman is back as Superman. And Liam Hemsworth is taking over The Witcher. What do you guys think about that shit?
I have never watched The Witcher, but based off
we could give two fucks. That makes two of us.
Okay, nice.
Three.
Based off my friend group, they've been saying that the show has been carried by him, and I can imagine, because, you know, he's a very talented actor. Especially, you can see that he can play multiple roles in different settings. You see him also recently over the weekend. I think it was a week or two ago. He reprised his role as Sherlock in Enola Holmes. So, and you can see how his chemistry with Millie Bobby Brown and how he can really adapt to any situation. So for him to go from someone who is the video game type to replay this video game role, we can see how much passion and how he excelled a lot in that. And to give that away, it's really going to downgrade the show, in my opinion, just based off that.
Brozier?
Look, dude, to be honest with you, I haven't watched any of the shows, but I've heard of the actors. I've heard of Henry's work. Like Kevin said, he pulls the entire show together because of how a phenomenal actor he is. He kind of does above and beyond. You know what he reminds me of? His like overbearing energy when he's in these shows, and his like intense acting reminds me of Johnny Depp. That's how good his actor is. It's like around that caliber. Like, bro, he just does more than he ever has to for his roles. So, you know,
agreed.
It kind of like balances out the shows when they're there, especially if like the show is lackluster.
I could see how you came to that. You know, I think he's starting there, but he ain't no Johnny Depp yet. Let's not give him that yet. But I feel you, Raj. I feel you. He's well, getting there. Like,
think about
he's building the range.
Think about what the
Johnny Depp building the range. Huh?
That's all I'm trying to tell you. Think about the roles Johnny Depp took when he started up.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like he's building his way there, but like he's yet to prove it. Like he has to yo, bro. Johnny Depp has played Willy Wonka, fam.
I know.
It's funny. I was really thinking about that in my head,
bro.
too.
I know.
Like,
you guys want to tell me I'm a
phenomenal
diehard Johnny
Willy
Depp
Wonka.
fan.
And
Charlie
then like
and
he
the
could also
Chocolate
do
Factory
Edward
was fire.
Scissorhands, and in the same fucking time he could do fucking Jack Sparrow, and like
Yeah.
these
Yes,
are like
Captain Jack Sparrow to you.
and then in the same breath. In the same breath, bro, he could blow. He could do blow. No, whoa, pause.
Whoa, all right.
Whoa! Why are we blowing?
Do blow like cocaine.
Okay. Still
Like
right,
here's
still
a blow
right.
the movie. You feel me? But yeah. So yeah. So I mean, I'm excited. Let me see. Let me form my thoughts. I'm excited because Henry Cavill has been the best Superman since Christopher Reeves, and one of the best Clark Kents since my guy from Smallville. I forgot his name, but like Christopher Reeves Superman and that guy from Smallville's Clark Kent was like, if you mesh them together, is like we get Henry Cavill. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
And I feel with The Rock now back in it, and not to give his creative touch, but to be able to listen to the fandom more, will be able to relay that input into the creative process, and then find the right people for the jobs. And not only that, but James Gunn is now one of the guys for DC. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but he's like the CEO for he's a creative director type shit for all of the DC movies. So James Gunn is a guy who took Guardians of the Galaxy and made them what they are now, and Marvel, because some, dumbass tweets that he made had to let him go and shit. And now DC took him, and now that's going to be a formidable opponent for the MCU. James Gunn being there, The Rock being back as Black Adam, Henry Cavill as Superman. And if they bring Ben Affleck back as Batman, bro, I fucking go nuts. You feel me? And DC's like back in the fucking game, because they killed it with the Aquaman casting, bro, and the Wonder Woman casting. I'm not gonna say they killed it with the Flash casting, but that's neither here nor there.
Could barely catch the guy.
Literally.
Wow, where's the drum set when you need it? Where's the drum set?
Boom. That was a good one, bro.
Thank you. I'll be here all day.
And next week
Fucking
on the
Ezra
next podcast.
Miller.
No, I'm kidding.
They are crazy. They are off the rails. But so we're excited. We're excited to have Henry Cavill back as Superman.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
He reminds me of comic book Clark Kent in a way, just because of how civil he is and his demeanor when he plays it. But when he plays Superman, such a badass. Like, what you expect from a typical comic book character? Yeah,
it's almost like he brings out the Justice League Superman to life.
I agree.
I mean, the Superman animated series guy.
Yeah,
That's exactly how he was. All right, guys. Speaking of, comics,
animations.
Do my
take out the Asians, take out the shins, and just leave anime in there. And we just saw the fucking One Piece Red. Let's go!
All right, this is your fucking spoiler warning.
Spoiler alert.
You can skip to the timestamp that we will leave in the description.
Spoiler alert.
We're going to be speaking about Wano, mainly a little bit about manga, depending on how far I can go on that, because these guys, I got to make sure they're good too. But yeah, let's do this.
Or we could just talk about the movie.
Just the movie.
I mean, both.
Or movie.
No,
that's what we're talking about.
Talk about the movie. Yeah, exactly. But guy said Wano. Fuck. My guy said Wano. He said the manga. He's like
if we
depending on how far I'd go.
Yo,
And my
I'm
boy
telling you,
wildin'.
yo, bro, you guys ruined Loki for me. Now Kevin's trying to ruin One Piece for us, bro. That's fucked up. I knew it. Et tu, Kevin.
I ain't gonna
Et tu.
ruin nothing.
Et tu, Kevin.
Y'all
Hey,
ruin that for
no,
yourselves.
it's not like I have 1 year to fucking catch up on the animation. 'Cause
Oh yeah,
the
all right,
anime,
ready. This is how I know how we need to talk about the manga. Ready? What was that form then that Luffy took during the final attack, guys? Please elaborate on that for me, please. I would love to hear it.
It's called our
Hey,
first glimpse for it, bro.
that was
That's
just
all it
something
is.
for my eyes to get entertained by, to like catch up.
Yeah, but how
Like-
how would you know of that?
Like when they called him the Fifth Emperor.
Foreshadow.
And how do you know that? Because of fucking
Because I
Wano.
could fucking
Thank you
read.
very
I could
much.
fucking read the subtitles. Because I could read the fucking subtitles. That's how I know. that,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Go ahead.
That's how I know
Be
that.
the
motherfucker,
Zora
'cause I could
right
read-
now.
Because I could
Sanji.
read the subtitles. Because I could read the subtitles. That's how I know that.
Yeah,
I had
yeah,
to read no
yeah,
manga.
yeah.
I read the movie.
Yeah, was I supposed to go left or right?
Anyway.
All right. So the movie review.
All right, everybody, what's
I'll
your
give-
scores?
I'll give my take on the
I
movie
just want to
because-
know. I just want to know the scores. What's the scores?
Jay first.
What do you mean? Oh, the scores?
Yeah, what would you rate it?
8 out of 10. 8.2 out of 10.
Okay,
Uh,
I'm 8.5.
I would give the movie literally. Okay, if we're basing off half the movie, the first half, 6.
Nah, whole thing.
Whole thing? Oh man. Okay, fine. 8.5.
Hey, yo.
8.5.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're all around the same. We're all around the same range.
Yeah.
The movie was really good. I'm gonna give my take real quick because it has nothing to do with
Manga and Wano.
with. Thank you, Raj. Thank you for saying that for me. Oh fuck! I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting on the day. You know what? You guys never ask me about my day, so you guys have no right to bully me. I always ask how your guys' weekends went. I never get how Jay. How's your weekend? But it's all good.
The thing is that he doesn't know we're gonna keep it as a running gag.
Oh wait, I'm scared about
I'll
what my
go
running
first.
gag
I'll go
is.
first. I'll go first.
Yeah.
You're running gag.
I'm scared about my
I'm not
running
even
gag.
gonna go
now.
there. It's not your time today.
Thank you.
It's not your time. It's not your time. So, all right. So the movie starts off with them getting to a concert, right? And then if you watch the anime, if you're kind of caught up, you would have watched that episode with Uta and how that's Shanks's adopted daughter. You know, basically daughter. Not only Shanks, but the whole pirate group, the whole Shanks pirate group, right? The Red Pirates.
Red hair parrots. Yep.
So, you know, you see Luffy and the gang, and then, like I said, you get some spoilers here and there. But you know, you kind of just gotta Mayweather that shit. You get some spoilers if you're not caught up with the manga. But you know, the movie was great. All in all, it was very entertaining. I love the fact that you know, I could kind of see it coming that she was going to be the enemy, because when she said, "Oh, I want you guys here forever," I was like, "Oh, okay, I see what we're setting up now. She's gonna be a Kanye, basically a radical music artist."
Oh man. Yo, put it on Twitter.
Just when you
Let's
thought
call
we
it.
couldn't bring him up anymore. But yeah, that's what she became, and she wanted people. She had this. You know, I like the story. I like the build up to it, because then it made it tied the second half well together. You know, but I leave it at an 8.2 because, you know, one, spoilers. No, I'm kidding. That wasn't a big deal, but you know, one, the movie was like, it was a little predictable. You know, but you kind of want to, you kind of go in expecting these, especially with anime movies. You know, but I really enjoyed the story behind Uta. I really enjoyed the whole plot twist at the end with she was the one that actually ended up burning the whole music village. Yep. And that Shanks was just, he took the burden off on everything. You feel me? Like he took the burden of everything. You feel me? And decided that what was best for her was for her to hone her powers and stay there. And where she wasn't a danger to other people as well, because Uta has a she has a crazy power. Yeah, man, and I love the battle at the end. I love that. I love the whole interdimensional creature tied into two different realms. Like One Piece really they really pushed the threshold for what they could do right with this movie, and especially and animation wise, it was beautiful. Like towards the end, everything like got cranked up to 100. Like the animation, the fighting scenes, the anime moments, the father and son with reunion with Usopp and his dad. What was his name? Yosop.
Yasop. Mm-hmm.
Yasop. Yeah, and that reunion and like how everybody worked together. And I knew this was like after the whole Wano thing, because Luffy was dressed different. They referred him as Emperor, and fucking Nami had the fucking Black Cloud, which she still hasn't obtained that yet. Where I'm at. And so I'm like, fuck. But you could kind of guess where these things are going. You could kind of guess that like how the fight with Kaido is gonna go, and the transformation and everything. It's gonna. Oh yeah, and the transformation, Luffy's ultimate transformation when he finally decided to fight. When it was when he had to do the final blow against the music demon, Toto Music. Toto Musica, that's what it was called, right? Toto Musica.
Yeah, Toto Musica. Yep.
And that was really great. Like it ended really great. It was just the build up was kind of, and the beginning was kind of, it was kind of predictable, but it was like, I don't know, it dragged a little in the beginning, and when it drags, and I'm like, oh shit, like when the movies drag a little bit for the sake of build up, it kind of bothers me. So that's my take on that. But I like the build up all in all because of the end, and the end just tied the whole movie together.
Well, I thought actually the beginning of the movie was actually pretty nice. I felt very like classic One Piece to me. The whole aspect of like the concert, I feel like there was nothing ever done in One Piece like that ever. So the fact that they introduced something so new like that in animation, I don't know what's happening in manga, Kevin, but if there is more that's going on like that with the Sing fruit, I believe it was called, right? That was her devil fruit power.
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
So Sing fruit and having that whole dream world aspect, dude. They One Piece introduced their own multiverse theory with that. Think about it. Like that was like kind of like a cool aspect because it was a whole different dimension as they described, and they could have. And she was gonna ready to blow all that shit up. That was a wild concept, bro. I would have died in my sleep. Bring me into some Demon Slayer shit right now. Fucking on the train, bro. Like I was like, nah, bro, no, fam. I don't want to be killed like that.
Get me off the Mugen.
But seeing a music man in the
music man, yeah, that was so well timed. I swear to God, when you said it with the little, when it was just a carriage, I was like, oh, I could see music man. Yeah. Then we actually see the música come. I'm like, all right, now you say music man.
And then we saw devil form. It's like now it's music man.
Yeah. Literally looked at us before. It literally freezes us. This isn't even my final form.
No, well, I love that aspect of both worlds having to collide at the same time just to do anything. Dude, watching Usopp and his dad back to back making calls, bro, got me goosebumps, bro. It reminded me of when they were going against Don Flamingo, bro. Like it was like that kind of like urge. That's what I felt, bro. And I was like, it was so good. And dude, hearing that entire backstory for Uta. It hurts so much,
Uta's
bro.
Backstory.
Bro, Uta's backstory gets me because it's like you want to feel so sorry for her. You want to feel bad, but it's like, bitch, what are you doing? You about to nuke literally like 9 different pirate crews and like I think two emperors and then like 3 Navy SEAL leaders or whatever, like Toby and then and some of Big Mom's leaders. Obviously, the entire Straw Hat gang. Who am I forgetting? Who are big ones? Am I forgetting anybody?
You got Kizaru and fucking I'm trying to remember the samurai's name. Lion Samurai.
I can't remember.
His name always slips me for some reason.
Dude, you, me, fucking both. I don't know. Well, yeah, those 2 were involved, and the fact that it was just so well done, how like easily it wasn't obvious that they went into that world. Everything felt so natural, and everything was just vibing. And then next thing you know, it's just like, yo, I want to leave. I'm going home. Nah, you can't leave. It's like, what do you mean? And then like Toby just pops up and he's like, so Dream World, you guys know what that is? We in it. What? What do you mean? Everybody being stuck to the music notes, and the fact that you had to like apparently play the tune or sing the tune, and hearing Brooke fucking singing was funny too. That shit got me going.
Yeah, that boy was
killing. My boy out here, a whole music artist, and this boy can't sing to save his life. Apparently, that shit just got me rolling. But yeah, bro, 8.5, especially for that ending. Seeing the mythical form that everyone's been teasing on the internet recently, and from Luffy, and then watching Shanks had more than 5 minutes screen time. I was so hyped.
Let's give it up for that. Let's give it up for that, guys.
Yeah, they did it. The first anime movie to actually do it.
They finally did it. We finally see Shanks go ham, man.
Yo, seeing his entire crew active, bro, was wild to me. Yo,
I enjoyed it, man. I just enjoyed the reflections of how the Straw Hats and the Red Hair Pirates are just doing their own attacks, but at the same time, you see the reflection of it. Yeah, exactly. 1 and 1 is the same. I appreciate it so much. Like seeing Luffy's Gear 5 form come out, seeing Shanks conquer his haki. Dominating everyone when they tread Yusa.
Even elites.
Yeah.
That boy is
seeing like the classic animation moments, like seeing Ben Beckman like pointing the pistol at Kizaru. It was like, oh, okay, yeah, we're back at Marineford. Like nothing's changed. The nostalgia ride of like seeing Kid Luffy, in my opinion, like that. I always appreciate seeing Kid Luffy. It's just like Roger said, it brings me back to the beginning of the first episodes of One Piece. Shanks also does that for me. Just seeing him in general, I was like, okay, like this is how you know this is Ichiro Oda at his best, because he's bringing out the big characters that we all started with. And we always had these questions. Like we had so many questions answered. Like for me, one personal question was, where did Shanks come from? What occurred? And then bam, we see that the same thing that happened to Yuta happened to him. He was just in a chest. And now I'm curious what the heck happened in the battle of against Rocks that ended up with a red hair baby in the greatest pirate ship, like in general. Like what the fuck happened? So many questions. Like as we get answers, more questions spawns. Something that Oda would typically do to us.
I still want to see how Shanks and Buggy met. That's how I want to. That's what I still want to answer.
Right? Like, man, dude.
Especially the fact that they were on the same pirate crew, the exact same pirate crew, and under the greatest pirate of all time. Come on, man.
Yup.
Yo, honestly, Buggy would have been a good addition into that movie, bro, because of how colorful and how ridiculous his antics already are.
Yeah.
But I don't know, bro. I mean, One Piece knows what they're doing right now, because they just gave us the hypest movie possibly of the year. No cap.
Bro.
Relax.
Excuse you?
I agree with that hype, but you guys want to talk about more hype? All right.
I heard something about that's coming out.
Wakanda Forever.
Oh, not yet.
Wait, whoa, what?
Not yet.
Oh, what's happening?
We still anime.
Wait,
Forever in a second.
Hold on, wait, I need my notes. Hold on, what?
Yeah, where's my notes? Let me look at my notes. Hold on, let me see what I got here.
Guys, we got one of the big three making an announcement next month. Naruto's Productions announced teasing something to be revealed December 17th.
No Boruto continuation, please. No Boruto continuation.
That's what everyone's asking for. No Boruto continuation.
Please, no. I don't want
Y'all
it.
are mean to Boruto, but Boruto's mean to itself. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Boruto is
Like
mean
when you
to
do
itself.
animation that to your dirtier self, like, come on, man. What are you really trying to say? Like, come on.
I feel
You know
Boruto
what?
felt very thrown together.
I'm gonna keep my hopes down.
Damn.
Yeah, I agree.
It's sad to say that, but yeah. Naruto peaked
Like,
at
I think-
Shippuden, I think. At Shippuden, as far as I'm concerned.
I agree.
Yeah, it definitely did. It peaked at the fourth grade Ninja War. Feel me? Like,
Everything else was tying the loose ends.
yeah, like it already was past its peak when Naruto and Sasuke fought for the last time. Like, that wasn't even peak that. You feel me? That was great because it needed to happen, and everybody was just looking forward
Waiting
to
for
this
it.
finally.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. And so when it finally happened, it was kind of anticlimactic because, you know, you already have like future Naruto movies, like the manga has already come out, like all this shit has already happened. So it was a beautiful fight and everything, but, you know, where story happened, where events happened, where the plot really thickened, where everything was getting great was like pre fourth grade Ninja War up to fourth grade Ninja War. You feel me? And like into that point, that was at its peak. Fucking, you get the oh man, the classic fucking Kakashi versus Obito battle.
Can we stop mentioning the fourth grade Ninja War, bro? I just keep crying over Neji. I just can't.
Oh my god, yeah, another thing, and oh man,
Bro,
I keep
he
crying
was
over it.
literally the perfect character to sacrifice because nobody felt as hard as Neji as I did, bro. Dude,
Yeah,
just watching because it just threw
R.I.P.
me
my
right back
dog.
to like Naruto and Neji first fighting in the tuning exams.
in the fucking Uchunin. Oh man.
Oh my god, I would have never fought him, bro. Honestly, you know who was my prediction that they were gonna throw away?
Kiba.
No, believe it or not,
Choji?
no. I thought it was gonna be
Choji.
Ino. I thought it was gonna be Ino.
Fuck no, because I would have, because Choji like would have fucking killed me also. But that's who I was expecting. You feel me? Because they gave him like the pills, and then he almost like died. They almost died that first time with the butterfly and I think what was it when they were
It's the red pill.
when the village got attacked, right? That was
when the rescue
village got
Sasuke.
attacked.
Yeah.
They were rescuing Sasuke, right? And Orochimaru was fighting the third Hokage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. Dude, I said Ino because I felt like she was going to try to take over someone's body. Someone was going to take her spirit, and then it was just going to crush them, and that would have been it. Done. Like, Ino was going to do like a big sacrifice moment like that. That's why I thought that.
Damn. But yeah, so so I don't know. I'm like keeping my hopes down, but I'm not excited, but I'm anticipating it. You know, I'm anticipating.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like I'm curious about what they're gonna say. Feel me? But I'm not gonna get my hopes
I really
up.
hope they impress, bro, because Naruto's got a lot to do after
They need to.
everything Boruto
They need
did.
to. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
They gotta recover.
need to. All right, my boys. Now Wakanda Forever. I don't know. I can't say it in the African accent anymore. You know. I feel it feels
Jojo
wrong.
reference.
It feels wrong.
No, just me. Okay, back to drawing.
Roger, I just said it feels wrong, and you go ahead and just start doing this.
Yo, someone's got to be Devil's Lettuce, okay? And you ain't doing it today.
Oh, Devil's Avocado? I feel you.
Devil's Avocado, bro.
Damn. Hungry. Imagine.
Sparks it up. What?
All right, my boys. Sparks it up. Sparks what up, Raj? Say it. Say it. Like,
lawn grass.
say it. You're a vampire. Oh, what? No.
Lawn grass?
Oh, okay.
No, Twilight?
Okay, we are in different time zones right now. Wait, what?
All right.
Anyway.
Anyways. All right. Wakanda Forever predictions, my boys. What do we think? What do you think is going to happen?
Personally, I think Kang is gonna appear as a post-credit scheme, and then like one of the Kangs. I'm saying because we don't know which one. That's what I'm gonna predict. In terms of the movie itself, I want to say Mboku is gonna be a Black Panther in the beginning, and
M'Baku.
M'Baku. Thank you. Yeah,
Gotcha.
I realized. I was thinking. I was like, did I say correctly or not? And then you said. I was like, all right, yeah, I definitely said it wrong.
Oh my
I
god.
swear. Come on, Roger.
That was the most oxymoron fucking sentence I've ever heard.
All right, cut it out.
I
It's okay.
know.
Cut it out. Sorry.
So yeah, M'Baku. I think he was gonna be a Black Panther, but after seeing the trailer, that's what I'm saying. But after seeing the trailer, it confirms to me more. I'm thinking it's gonna be T'Challa's wife. That's what I think it's gonna be.
That's interesting. Okay.
I have to disagree with you there, but I could see where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, all right, go, Raj.
No. We'll save the most entertaining opinion for last. The guy who obviously still needs a little bit more information.
Okay, then yours won't be the most entertaining opinion.
Yes, it will, because it'll be botched.
I
don't know. It might be botched. It might not be. Who knows?
All right, bet I'll go. Fuck it. Okay, I think there's gonna be some plot, right? Remember, Wakanda opened their doors to the rest of the world. That's why we see Riri Williams, Ironheart, there in the trailer. And so I think Riri is gonna be a personal recruit from Shuri, and I think now that Wakanda, I know they're gonna do T'Challa justice, but I know he's gonna have to pass in some way, right? And I think the way that he's gonna pass is gonna be in a political situation. I don't think it's gonna be sickness, or maybe it might be sickness. I don't know, but I think it's gonna be a battle and during a political situation, and then he was overtaken. And I think eventually they're gonna start drilling. They're gonna start drilling on the oceans around Wakanda. They're gonna start drilling for vibranium or other reasons, and I believe that's when the water tensions are gonna climb with Namor and Wakanda. And because they're the most advanced civilization, I think Namor is going to take it out of them, because they should have been more responsible with what they did. And this is seriously a prediction. Like I haven't heard anything, and I think it's going to be. I think they're going to do T'Challa justice. I think Namor is going to he's going to be a great anti-hero. I think he's going to be Wakanda's villain, but I think he's his people's hero. And so he's just going to be an antagonist more, and then turning into an anti-hero more than he is going to be a villain. But I think he's going to be very threatening, and I think I think with his powers, he's gonna display a lot of power, and it's going to show. And eventually, I think it's going to be multiple Black Panthers. It's going to be all the women. I think it's going to be, like you said, Kev. Either I think it's just or I think it's going to be Shuri and T'Challa's wife, or T'Challa's I don't know where they were, but all right, his wife, I guess. But yeah, and I don't know. I think it's gonna take an emotional toll. That I have heard from reviews. I think it's gonna take an emotional toll on us, but I think overall the movie's gonna be great. And I can't predict more, because I know like Namor is eventually going to be like an anti-hero or a hero, and he's going to turn good. I think they're going to explore mutants more, because Namor is the first mutant, and I think that's it. That's all I have to say on Wakanda Forever. But I'm really looking forward to it, because damn, bro, I've heard non-spoiler reviews, and they're telling us that it's good. It's Marvel taking itself serious again, and I've really been looking forward to that, because Thor, as much as I love Thor the character and the last movie, they massacred my boy. Look at how they massacred my boy. That's me looking at Thor. And Gore the God Butcher. and how they fucking like wasted Christian Bale's like man. Never mind. All right, that's not the subject right now. But yeah, all right, your go, Raj. Wakanda Forever
So
in theaters.
here's one thing.
November 11th.
Here's one thing I think you guys are all forgetting about. Marvel's most recent addition into their movies. Multiverse theory.
Shang-Chi? Oh.
Multiverse theory, bro. Who knows,
Okay.
bro? I'm just saying, look, every time, as far as I've been seeing in a lot of recent Marvel movies, they've been popping up either the Guardian of Time or Doctor Strange popping up somewhere in the middle of it, and either at the end or like again somewhere straight in the middle, and it has something to do with multiverse theory or some kind of like timeline that kind of got like they were like visiting or something else, something or the other that got corrupted. I feel like there's going to be a drop like that before Wakanda Forever towards the end. And we're going to get something outlandish that no one's going to see. I feel like we're going to get a glimpse of a new kind of not a Black Panther, because that's too cliche. I think we're going to get an introduction to some new kind of technology that we're not aware of yet. That's going to change this entire movie franchise as a whole. And it's going to give Wakanda Forever the big like blockbuster edition that it needs to push forward the Marvel franchise right now. Because again, they go and massacre one of the strongest Avengers. I had to go do that to my boy. And to top it all off, again, Kevin did mention that there's multiple Kanos, right?
Kang.
My take, Kang.
Multiple Kangs?
Yeah.
Did
So
you just say Kanos?
no, I said Kane. I thought it was Kane, but I was wrong. What you call it? I think it might be the one that died. Well, supposedly died. Just little side theory on the end there. Only because everyone keeps talking about a scar. Everyone keeps pointing out scar. So I mean, it just kind of throws the hint to like, oh, it had to be the one that died during apparently the Loki series.
It can't be. Not the way he died.
No, bro. Who knows? Again, remember, multiverse theory is a thing here. Who knows how he died? How he died was actually how he died. That's all I'm trying to say.
No, he died.
Watch Loki, and then you'll see what we mean, bro.
See, you guys are laughing. It's more entertaining on my end. Just saying.
I was just thinking about a theory that I heard. I heard a theory that it might have something to do with the fucking, remember in the Eternals with the hand in the middle of the ocean? I think it might have something to do with that too. Or something, or it might be tied to remember when they were in Endgame in the beginning when Okoye was in the fucking what is that called? The fucking telegram thing? The fucking hologram. When she was in the hologram, right? And it was like Captain Marvel, Raccoon. Remember in the beginning with fucking Scarlet Witch?
Yes, sir.
Okoye was like,
about,
they were talking about the earthquake in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
And then they're like, what are you going to do? How do we take care of that? We take care of it by not taking care of it. You know, that might have been like a reference to Namor. You feel me? So
yeah, could be.
So maybe, yeah, who knows? But I know this movie's going to be great. Otherwise, they wouldn't have put it out. Feel me? Ryan Coogler, like you could trust him with that, his direction in that, and I think it's gonna come out great. And I really can't wait. But yeah, my boys, yeah, what do we have left over here?
I think that's it,
bro. That's it.
Hey, we finally did it. We did a 1 hour pod. And I got to edit a few moments out. Thanks to Raj.
Love you.
All right, my boys. So, if you stuck with us this long, Stick with us forever and you won't go wrong. All right, let's do that again.
Oh, here we
If you
go.
stuck with us this long, stick with us forever and you won't go wrong. I'm going to leave all this in. We don't do it for the fun. We do it for the funds. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Take it easy. Take care. Peace, hooligans.
Okay. And
Gotta get it. Hey,
definitely
that was,
together.